Hi, One Heroes here to talk about top 5 underused assists that I think you should give a try in UMVC3. The assists that I selected are usually overshadowed by another fantastic assist that the character has and that most people use for every single situation. However, I feel like some of the assists that I'm going to be giving you right now are better for some specific situations or depending on the team that you use. Number 5. Modoc's Barrier Assist. The barrier is usually overshadowed by Psionic Blaster, which is good for neutral, for combo extensions in some cases, or even for you to get in, but the barrier can also offer you a lot of cool stuff too. It can provide you protection from enemies' attacks, and for as long as the barrier lasts, there's nothing your opponent can do to break it unless they go for a hyper combo. They can go over it, of course, by jumping or super jumping over it, but in general, if you stay close to the barrier and the opponent tries to attack you, their attacks can hit the barrier and leave them vulnerable for you to punish. If you're zoning out and your opponent is trying to zone you too, if you put the barrier in there, you're gonna have the advantage because probably most of the projectiles are gonna be stopped by the barrier. If you're close to your opponent, let's say in the corner, and you're going for an incoming mix-up, having the barrier to assist you can be good too, because again, you're gonna forbid the opponent to walk forward, and at the same time, again, if he tries to press his button in the corner to try and challenge you, there's a high chance that the barrier will nullify those attacks, and then you'll be able to punish the attack of your opponent. If you're playing a character that doesn't really need assists to go in or to extend combos, or if you already have another assist in your team to support you in a similar way that Psionic Blaster does, I think that the barrier could be a good choice. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up to support my work and subscribe to the channel to receive more content like this. Number 4. Magneto's Hypergrav. Hypergrav is usually overshadowed by Disruptor, which is a very fast assist that provides a good way for you to open your opponent's defense up in case you play a character with teleport or with very fast dashing movements, or a way for you to get in fast, like let's say the Zip of Spencer, or the teleports of Wesker, Strider, Dante, Virgil, Dormammu, or even the dashes of Jill and Zero. This way you can simply switch sides, call Magneto, and you're going to be able to get the hit for yourself. It can be used for some combo extensions as well, depending on the characters that you play, but in general it's not the best assist for combo extensions, and it does not provide the best block stun or even a good amount of time for you to convert in case it hits the opponent for you. So in case you're not playing one of those characters with fast movement or teleport, you could consider the Hypergrav. The Hypergrav is fantastic for you to get combo extensions since it keeps the opponent locked in for a good amount of time. And since it pulls the opponent towards you, you can actually go for some cool stuff like jumping or super jumping when you get the hit of Hypergrav, which will allow you to get some extensions that no other assist would allow you to. Worth mentioning that it does not use your ground bounce or wall bounce like some great assists that you have that are good for extensions, so it means that in case your character does use those resources, you're going to be able to extend your combo without having to use them, or if you already use them, the combo is not going to be dropping. It's also going to be changing your THC move from Magnetic Shockwave to Magnetic Tempest, so be sure to see for your team if that's gonna be beneficial or if it's gonna be worse. But if you notice that both the Hypergrav Assist and the Magnetic Shockwave Super are useful for your team or for a specific character that you like to play, it could be worth giving it a chance. It's not going to be as useful as Disruptor for neutral in general because it's a lot slower and it doesn't cover nearly as much range, but it can be useful for corner mix-ups, and depending on the situation, you could implement it on mid-screen mix-ups and pressure as well. If you already have an assist to do the same thing that Disruptor does, or if you don't play those characters that benefit greatly from Disruptor, the Hypergrav Assist could be the one for you. Don't forget to check out my membership by clicking on the join button below. You get some cool benefits for being a member here, and you support my work at the same time. Number 3. Hawkeye's Ragtime Shot, Kamikaze. This assist gets overshadowed by the triple arrow assist of Hawkeye that works very similar to the Disruptor of Magneto. It comes out very fast, it can be very useful for the neutral and for open ups if you got same characters as I mentioned Magneto with teleport, with fast movement, and it can also be used in some cases for combo extensions. But again, this assist is not going to hold the opponent's stun for very long in case it hits, it's not going to provide the best block stun for it to go in, and it's also not the best for combo extensions. So if you already have another assist that works similarly as the triple shot, you could be giving a chance to the upshot. The reason why this is so good is because this assist can cover the air, which is something that not many assists can do well. But the upshot really does, because it covers a good amount of space face, and in case you get the hit with it, the opponent will be vulnerable until he touches the floor. This means that converting out of this assist won't be hard independently of the characters that you play. No matter if the opponent gets hit by the arrow that is going up or after it explodes in the air, in any situation he's only gonna recover if he touches the floor. Which is not only perfect for conversions in case you find someone moving in the air, but also for combo extensions. If you're creative with it, you can find a way to implement it in your combos to extend them even more, or even find ways to convert out of hits that are normally not possible. A bonus point here is that after the arrows come down, they also OTG, so yeah, feel free to explore with it. Again, if you already have a good assist to cover the ground like Triple Arrow does, and you have no good anti-air assists like Vajra, Hidden Missiles, Jam Session, and others like that, feel free to use Hawkeye's Upshot, because this could be a good possibility. A quick shout out to Taskmaster's Upshot as well. It can also be a good way to enter air people, however it's not going to be as good as Hawkeye because it does not hold the opponent vulnerable until he touches the floor. The opponent will be able to recover in the air, so it's not going to be that good for you to convert or even for you to get combo extensions. So in my opinion, Hawkeye takes this one. If you want to request teams for me to play on videos, check out my Patreon. I accept team requests to play on arcade mode, to play online against other people, to record combos with. Just go on my Patreon, I got many of cool offers for you, and again, you're going to be supporting my work at the same time. You can also watch my videos with no advertisements there. The link for it is on the description. Number 2. Nova's Gravmatic Pulse. This assist usually gets overshadowed by the Centurion Rush, which is fantastic for your combo extensions. It forces a ground bounce. It also hits overhead, which means that you can have access to unblockables with it. However, the Gravmatic Pulse can offer you a lot and is an assist that you rarely get to see. Similar to Modoc's Barrier, the Gravmatic Pulse will provide you some good defense since it's also a shield. The difference here though is that it also hits the opponent, so you can use it for combos, or you can even convert out of it in case the opponent tries to go in and gets hit by the shield. The amount of protection and hit stun that the shield will provide for you will depend on how much red life Nova has when you call the assist. You got 3 different levels of shield. The first one you don't use any of your red life, the second one you use a little bit of red life, and the third one you use a lot of red life. The more red life that you use, the bigger the shield will be, which means it's going to provide you more coverage. The more hits it's going to take for it to be broken. And at the same time, it's gonna have a bigger hit stun, which means that you'll be able to extend your combos better, and it's gonna give you more time for you to convert in case your opponent gets hit by it. But even in the level 1, where you're not gonna be losing any of your red life, you're still gonna have some good protection. You're gonna be putting something in between you and your opponent, which is gonna make harder for them to approach you, or even harder for them to try and zone you out. And again, you can also be using for the combos, even in level 1. Some characters can use it for extensions, so really, if you got characters that can benefit from this assist, be sure to give it a chance. The only downside in comparison to Modoc's is that it can be broken even with regular attacks, not just with hyper combos. But again, because it hits the opponent for you, it offers you so much more, because again, for combos and for conversions, if your opponent tries to challenge, if your opponent tries to get close to it, he can get hit by it and give you a full combo. So I do believe that Nova's shield is actually better. Just remember to keep an eye on your red life, because again, you're going to be using that whenever you use the assist. If you want to have a stronger and more powerful shield, of course you can use it at any time. If you see the red life, you can use it. But if you don't want to lose too much life with Nova, just take a look on it. If you see that he's got too much red life available, don't call the assist for a while. Let him recover that red life, and then you call him. If you'd like some extra help to get better at UMVC3, I can coach you. Just join my Discord server, the link is on the description, and send me a message on private about it. Number 1. Deadpool's Quick Work. This assist gets overshadowed by Katana Rama, which in my opinion is the best OTG assist in the game. It has no hit stun deterioration, which means you can use it at any point in the combo. It usually comes out fast, so it's very unlikely the combo will drop because it came out too slow, and it can also provide you some good amount of time to convert since it causes a ground bounce. If you hit it as soon as the assist hit, it can also lead into ground bounce reset, so it's a very good OTG assist. However, it only provides a good way for you to get combo extensions or some conversions, while Quick Work is gonna offer you a lot more. Quick Work comes out extremely fast, it is a low hitting assist, and it moves Deadpool forward, which means it has good coverage, and it can be extremely unpredictable because of how fast it is. Because it hits low, it can also lead into unblockables, since you can do an overhead at the same time that you call the assist that hits low. This assist is fantastic on neutral because it's extremely hard to punish, since Deadpool is not just standing still, he's moving forward and he's doing so very fast. And it also got some good hitbox range, so if your opponent tries to punish him, tries to come from above or something like that, it's very likely he's going to get hit by it. So again, very hard to punish, and it can also lead into the unblockables if you get an overhead coming at the same time. If you're coming from above, doing an attack from above, it can lead to unblockables. Or even if you're just pressuring your opponent and making him block and you call Quick Work, it's very likely that he's not going to block the legs and going to get opened up by it. And in case Quick Work hits, you'll be able to convert into full combos because it has no hit stun deterioration. The opponent will only recover when he touches the floor, which also means that you can use it to extend your combos. So if you're not really in need for an OTG assist to extend the combos, you can try implementing Quick Work for that as well. Another benefit of using it is that you get access to a crossover counter that can lead into a full combo by canceling into his teleport. The only situation that I feel like a Tenorama could be better is if you're playing characters that really demand an OTG assist to work well. Let's say not only for combo extensions, but also for conversions out of grabs or air grabs, or that could benefit a lot from the ground bounce reset that it offers. But other than those situations, I think Quick Work should be the assist to use for Deadpool. Now I want to know your opinion. What do you think of the assist that I just mentioned? Do you think there are other assists that are also underused that people should give a try? Leave your thoughts in the comment section, but remember to be respectful to others, okay? Hey you! Wanna get my coaching? Join my Discord server and send me a message on private. You'll also be part of our amazing community and be able to play with us. Check out my Patreon where you can request teams for me to play in videos and watch videos with no advertisements. I also stream on Twitch, so be sure to follow me there and check out the One Hero Store where you can get amazing products such as this. Você pode pedir time através das assinaturas do LivePix. O link para cada uma das assinaturas está disponível aqui na descrição. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you later!